Hey guys and ladies, welcome to Zip Gaming Online, and today we're going to be talking about the Opticor. So obviously you guys know that there are the damage build and the speed build that comes to play with this weapon, and a lot of people have been talking about it. But I think there are a lot of things that people are missing. If you can guess what build this one is. This is the more common one. This is the speed build. This is what most people are more accustomed to, shooting really quick with the Opticor. However, I'm using this with only serration and split chamber in terms of actual damage. Kinda weird, but I finished the star map with this. So let's talk about the speed itself. I'm gonna do a comparison. Here you can see I'm doing the speed trigger only. And now I'm only using shred in terms of, increasing the attack speed, if you will. Alright? Now the vial acceleration. Do bear in mind, I did not max my vial acceleration. I actually have it one notch before it's maxed. So, bear that in mind. And now, basically this is all the possibility of the speed increase mods thing, if you will. Really. So, all the combination, and you kind of get the idea, really, of just how fast you want this to be. However, do bear in mind that with basically only serration and split chamber, I was able to finish off the star map and kill most everything in one hit, save for napalm, bombards, generally heavy units. Even heavy gunners, at times I can kill it in one hit. So do bear that in mind. With that being said, however, I'm gonna talk about why people want to do speed build and why people want to do the damage build. Alright, so basically with this too, the only difference, right, is that I took out one of the event mods, this one being the rhyme rounds, to change it to vial acceleration. Alright, so this way we get a pretty standard baseline, and basically what we get is that with the speed build you get 8,871.9, and for the damage build 10,825.4. So when you calculate that, you basically get 82% efficiency. You lose 18% of your damage with 12.5% vial acceleration. But if you don't actually think about the 60% damage, event mods, you actually get a 95% efficiency with a really increased fire rate, which is great. But the problem is, when you actually really think about it, you actually lose 18% damage. And that's not on max acceleration. This is because you are actually sacrificing what could potentially be a mod slot for damage and changing it for something of basically you lose damage but you gain fire rate. So here's the thing, a lot of people seem to miss this a lot, okay? I see Opticor potential to be the damage. Instead, a lot of people seem to see the flaw in Opticor, which is the speed. And I get it, you want to use the weapon to suit your playstyle. However, I personally also think that you need to use the weapon that is well suited to your personal playstyle. I personally think this weapon is very much on that, the type of weapon that you want to use to actually deal a massive amount of damage, to hold your ground where you are and just eradicate everything around it. So keep that in mind. So now you might be thinking, maybe I want to do a damage build. And you can. As you can see here, it does tremendous amount of damage. And this is not, I'm talking about the one without formas or anything. Just basically, you just pile on damage after damage after damage. You can see the loadout on the description as per usual and all of that. But basically, this is the one that I was comparing it to the speed build that I used prior. However, it does come with problem. As you can see here, with speed build, I do a pretty decent damage against, you know, my clanmates who happen to be a rhino with iron skin and all of that. She is blocking and she got hurt. Pretty decently, right? However, as you notice here, it's actually not a speed build on this one. And it does 0 damage on full charge. So you might be asking yourself, what is going on? Well, it's definitely not the Opticor itself per se, I would think. I think it really comes down to basically just how damage works in Warframe. As you noticed, perhaps, with a really powerful weapon, if you shoot at it at at an enemy in Mercury Terminus and compare it to an enemy that is like level 60, you can see different damage numbers. And this is kind of inherent to just how damage works in Warframe. Alright, so let's talk about Firestorm and the effect of a Firestorm in this weapon. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot that, basically barrel, chest, whatever, container from far away from there and keep, shooting and work my way closer and closer to the, container and see where it pops. So as you noticed, it haven't popped yet, but it popped just now. So let's compare it without the Firestorm. And because we already know the baseline now, we're gonna shoot a little closer and we're gonna see just how much of a difference is there between the Firestorm and without. And basically, I'm gonna go ahead and say not much. It's literally just like that small of a difference. And it might kind of bother you to actually think that this is not particularly what I would recommend for AoE, because let's face it, compared to the AoE damage, the hit impact damage is just ludicrous. So forget about the whole AoE in my opinion. With that being said, I think that pretty much about wraps it up. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you find it to be informative, and I am terribly sorry that I'm actually I took so long to finish this, but I figured, well, I do have work, so there's that. I got that excuse. But besides that, I hope, with the time lost, I hope that was informative for you guys, and go ahead and check out the channel if you haven't already known me. So with that being said, I'll see you guys on the next video maybe, and have a good one, guys. Take care, and gonna give you an internet hug. There you go. Alright, take care, guys. Bye bye. Have a good one. Bye.